And triangular series are the best for cricket because the fans are more interested in these kind of series. Whatever playing we play, our combination is not right. We have disturbed the combination. Although we beat Australia, and Babar Azam is already going under some pressure, and there is some mental block. And the New Zealand team has played brilliantly well. And the squad they are selected and they're playing 11 way. Now the New Zealand squad is looking. I think they'll be very dangerous in the Champions Trophy.
And the budget which will make a cause of loss of jobs as well in PCB. And you saw the labour was
will
crying
also be affected by the PCB. So I think PCB should be very careful about all
I
these.
think also we were sharing a news with regards to Usman Qadir that he is very frustrated.
Players should be confident enough that they will win this match because otherwise
South Africa looks weak. So there are lots of happenings and discussion happening in sport, and today we have Osama Bhai with us today. How are you, Osama?
Alhamdulillah, Kev, how are you?
I'm doing well. And Osama Bhai, how do you see both of these matches which happened of the Tri-Series? Overall, how do you see the Tri-Series as a tournament going on so far?
I think it's the need for the call because you see the bilateral series nowadays are becoming just boring nowadays. So bilateral series are typical traditional bilateral series. I don't think they will work anymore. In the future, you will see more tri-series happening, and triangular series are the best for cricket because the fans are more interested in these kind of series. See, the bilateral series are just getting boring day by day. So I think a lot of matches are happening, and the recent matches which we have seen are a great sport to watch. But the thing is that Pakistan, New Zealand, I mean, it's very unfortunate the way Pakistan is performing. It's very unfortunate for the fans as well. But way the New Zealand is playing, it's looking as a team to beat. And New Zealand, the squad which they have played is, I think, the best squad possibly in the tournament.
And Osama, how do you see Pakistan's team particularly in this tournament? The way they are struggling a lot with the batting, especially. No one other than Fakhar is scoring.
Yeah, well, obviously, Fakhar, we all know that the type of player Fakhar is, and unfortunately, he was out of the team for a long time, which was very unfortunate on PCB's part. But the thing is that if we see the squad of Pakistan, I think there are issues in the selection of the Pakistan team. The main issues are not that what playing 11 we are playing. The main issue is that whatever playing 11 we play, our combination is not right. We have disturbed the combination. Although we beat Australia in Australia, we beat South Africa in South Africa. But the thing is, then changing a combination doesn't suit PCB. So I don't think what the selectors have thought about this. But the thing is that they have completely shuffled the batting order. They have made Babar Azam to open. Babar Azam is already going through under some pressure, and there is some mental blockage which Babar Azam is facing. And then changing his position from one down to opening, I think it won't suit Pakistan, either Babar Azam. So Babar Azam should already play at one down position, and I think there should be an opener which should have been called in the squad, but somehow we have not seen that as well. And plus there is one spinner only, which is Abrar Ahmed, and I don't think we can rely on Abrar Ahmed for the whole tournament because it's a long tournament, and for bowling 10 overs it's very lethargic for the bowlers. So I don't think we can rely on Abrar Ahmed. There should be a spinner as well, but I don't think PCB will make some changes to a squad or not, because today is the last date, and I don't see this happening.
And Osama, lastly, before we conclude this video, how do you see the yesterday's match, especially between New Zealand and South Africa, the way New Zealand played, particularly Kane Williamson and all of the other batsmen? How do you see New Zealand's team, the way they are playing in this tournament?
See, Akib, it was a good match to watch, but I don't think that we can judge both the teams right now, because New Zealand was playing their full strength and South Africa was not playing their full strength, because some of the players of the South African team are missing and they'll be available in the tournament, in the Champions Trophy. So it's too early to judge the South African team, but the way New Zealand team is playing, it's, I mean, fantastic. It's a team to beat now, and the New Zealand team has played brilliantly well. And the squad they are selected, and they're playing 11. They're playing. I think this is the perfect combination for them. And the way Kane Williamson and Daryl Mitchell and Jen Phillips, they all are building their innings and then going blasting in the last 10 overs. I think this is amazing to see, and the way the New Zealand squad is looking, I think they'll be very dangerous in the Champions Trophy.
And Osama, how do you see that? Do you think that the pitches further will improve in this tournament, or they will become more spinner friendly, particularly in Champions Trophy, because ICC is involved in this tournament?
I think, Akib, already you know that Asian conditions already help the spinners. But the thing is that Gaddafi Stadium has always, the Gaddafi pitch has always been a batting friendly pitch. So I think it will, further in the tournament as well, it will be a batting friendly pitch. But also somehow it will help the spinners as well. So hopefully we'll see a good tournament to watch.
And do you think Pakistan should add one more spinner? Because I think today is the last day.
As I've already said, Akib, it's a need for the call for Pakistan to add a spinner as well, and as well as an opening batsman, which they have selected as Usman Khan, but he's a replacement for a wicketkeeper of Mohammad Rizwan. But I think Imamul Haq should have been selected, but it's very unfortunate that PCB selectors whatever they are thinking. But I think that even if they don't select a spinner, one change is extremely important, which is an extra spinner, because Abrar Ahmed, you can't rely on Abrar Ahmed completely for the whole tournament. So I think Sufyan Mukim was a very good spinner, and he performed in Australia as well. So I think he should have been selected, but it's very unfortunate, and I don't see this happening. I don't think that they'll change the squad, because today is the last date, and still now they have not changed the squad. So I don't think that this is happening, but it's very unfortunate.
Well, Sama, thank you so much for your time, and we'll try again to have you in another video tomorrow. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Like, share, subscribe to Sports here for more content like this. Till then, it is goodbye from me and Osama's side. Take good care of yourself, and
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.
And how do you see, Tahir bhai, what Mohsin Naqvi and PCB is doing? That they're doing a bit of downsizing. Is that roughly, I think, 3 crore rupees is being cut from the budget, which will make a cause of loss of jobs as well in PCB. And you saw the labor was crying about these things, that the salaries were not being paid on time.
Okay, to be my heart is weeping at tears of blood after hearing this news.
It's
But
really painful.
I hope that this news should be fake and false. Otherwise, it's a very drastic news, and it will have very different sort of implication, not only on PCB and other stakeholders as well. Look, what will be the implications of this? Main implication will be there will be lot of downsizing in the PCB, right? Secondly, big tournament, sort of domestic sort of tournament will also be affected by the PCB. So I think Akib, PCB should be very careful about on these things. Otherwise, this will affect the cricket not only in Pakistan but international level, Pakistani cricket as well.
And Tahir bhai, if this is happening, what do you say? That is it required by the PCB that they need to cut the jobs? And Mohsin Naqvi also used to talk about big surgery, big surgery, big surgery. Is this the big surgery?
Akib, if it's a big surgery, then it's a very alarming. I think Mohsin Naqvi Sahab should review this thing, or at least take the notice of this news, whether there is any reality exist or
Because
not.
people need money, Tahir bhai.
Yeah,
Jobs,
people need money, and there is also a lot of inflation is going around in our
jobs
country.
are less in the
Jobs
market.
are less, and so I think these are very
Alarming signs.
alarming signs.
And Tahir bhai, also we were sharing a news with regards to Usman Qadir, that he is very frustrated again, that he said that like you give chances to Shadab and other spinners as well, like Osama Mir, they should have given me also those kind of opportunities, and I would have been gotten a chance to prove myself. Even though Babar Azam gave Usman a lot of chances, but he was struggling with his line, and maybe he did not have the potential.
Akib, I agree with
He is frustrated though.
I agree with Usman Qadir, Akib, but those chances with the current chances cannot be compared. The reason is, at that time might be the reason that he was not performing well and his performance was undermined. But now the things have been changed, time has been grown up.
Maybe Usman did not have the potential of his
Yeah,
father.
but now might be if we could give the chance to Usman, might be he could be perform better, because there could be the reason that he have performed in the nets very well. So I think Usman Qadir also deserved the chance.
And Tahir bhai, lastly, before we conclude this video, South Africa and New Zealand team has arrived in Karachi, and today the national stadium, the Hardeal Aziz National Stadium, will be inaugurated by Mohsin Naqvi, like we saw in Lahore. How do you see this, Tahir bhai? And even one of New Zealand players has said that the match between Pakistan and South Africa semi-final will be a very interesting match, which will decide the fate of this tournament.
Yes, Akib, national tournament which will be called the National Bank Tournament in Karachi is no doubt it's a very historic stadium in Pakistan, and I think the renovation of the Qasafi Stadium is itself speak
Volumes.
volume, right? So I think there is no doubt the new Karachi Stadium will be
Really
eye-watching and will be equipped with the modern days facilities, and the view of the fans will also be very good. But I was reading the news of some news reporter that they were saying that still there is a room for betterment of the fans view. But I think it's a good sign, and Mohsin Naqvi is a man of vision. I think he have done very well in the job of stadium.
And Tahir bhai, tomorrow obviously Pakistan-South Africa match is there, which will decide if Pakistan will play in the final or not. How do you see? I think Pakistani boys will be a little bit nervous because they put themselves in a dark hole.
Akib, I think instead
Pressure of fans also in home
I
crowd.
think instead of nervousness, Pakistani players should be confident enough that they will win this
Because
match. Because otherwise,
South Africa looks weak, Tahir bhai.
yeah.
You saw yesterday.
because Akib, there is no other reason left for Pakistani fans to for Pakistani team to stay in this tournament. Otherwise, fans will criticize them a lot, and this criticism will affect their Champions Trophy performance as well. So it's a good time for Pakistani team to regain their pace and bring them back in the tournament.
And South Africa also looks weak. Time
Yeah,
we saw
we
yesterday.
saw that New Zealand were dominating at all sort of point, but despite the first 10 overs when South Africa was dominant,
Brilliant batting by
but
Williamson.
after that, all bowling and fielding was shattered by New Zealand.
Thank you so much for your time. Inshallah, tomorrow again we will have you with another video. So yeah, guys, that's it for this video. Like, share, subscribe to Sports Here for more content like this. Till then, it is goodbye from me and Tayar by side. Take good care of yourself and Khuda Hafiz.